God damn it. I don't have her. I don't have a menu, guys. See? Is there really no? Six, 3, 6. Four, 3, 8. Sorry, I ran out of contacts and I'm wearing my old glasses and they are very old and scratched up. So there's like a terrible glare. There's like scratches on them. Hello?
Hey.
Hey, I got some crazy emails. Hurry up. Get here?
Yeah.
What?
Rose is dead, I guess.
What? Who?
You are not gonna who a dead person.
You're not talking about who I think you're talking about.
I know you didn't just who her.
So this is, you're joking. You're not, Rose?
It's not a joke.
Hey, Big T.
What, you want to say who again?
Where are you?
I'm at the morgue. I'm outside.
I'm coming.
I can't stand
Before
to
you
be
go,
inside there.
talk to me first, please.
Yeah, what the fuck?
This is why I emailed you. Dan and I, we already have a prosecutor. So everything's being kind of double checked, making sure that we have everything in a row. She is currently in visitation. And everybody, the suspects are all still downstairs because we're making sure everything is being taken care of.
The suspects?
Before... Yes. No, Toretti, no. Toretti, no.
Which one of you have already been billed? Sam already reimbursed you by the judge. You said
I'm not sure if I
reimbursed.
I
didn't get reimbursed.
if I got billed or not.
Hi.
I need to find out. I wasn't paying
Hello?
attention.
Which
What
one?
are you like?
Wait,
Me
it's the
grabs
guy that
arm,
did
me
it.
grabs arm, me grabs arm.
Which one is it?
Me drags, me
Yo,
drag.
it's the guy that blew up.
Me.
What is this guy doing?
Which one is it? What?
Toretti,
What's the
respectfully,
other
shut the fuck up right now,
That was
please.
the cop that was driving the red
Just
car.
shut the fuck up.
that was in the red car.
Was
Don't go in there. Do not go in there.
It was
Do
Casey!
not go in there.
Me,
Toretti,
me
you
grabs
almost
arm,
just
me
fu-
drag.
you
God damn
almost
it.
just fucked us very
Me
big there.
grabs Toretti's arm, me drags. He's very strong.
What are you doing?
Dragging you out of there because Toretti, they don't know yet. They
We
don't
haven't
know.
told them, and you almost we
Okay.
were trying to interrogate them.
What happened?
And as far as I know, it was an S+ boost that turned into an ambush, and Rose was shot down during it. I wasn't on duty for it. But you can't speak to them yet. No one knows. It's not public yet. But you... Toretti, listen. I need you to listen to me.
Yeah.
It's not public yet.
Okay.
They don't even know. No one knows.
Why
So
don't
in
they
order
know
for us
yet?
To make sure, because they're each going into interrogation to talk, so we get their story before they're able to corroborate it with each other in prison. That's why.
Okay. So, hold on.
No one in
They
the
all
city
were
knows
part of the
unless-
boost?
Yes, we have all 6 suspects in custody.
Yeah, they all get murder.
They are all getting murdered, but we need to do this very carefully to make sure that the conviction sticks. Because I mean, unfortunately, you know how shit sometimes works in this town.
Did they have the
So
guns and the casings?
yes, we're making sure everything, like we've done, like unfortunately, myself and Odessa and Dan have all done this before with Deputy John Doe last September.
Okay, do what you need to
Making
do.
sure we follow everything. But
I'll prosecute it.
all right, you can't go in there and talk to them.
I don't want to talk to him. I just wanted to see who it was.
I don't even know who the fuck these idiots are.
I know one of them.
Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good.
But I'm sorry to have like grabbed your arm and dragged you. I know you're the commissioner, but
Ice cream so good.
Is this my fucking car?
is that your car?
Why did Columbo?
Thanks for the roses. Thanks for the roses. Thanks for the roses. Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good.
Who's doing that?
Ice cream so good.
Hey, can we arrest the idiot that's doing that out there?
Coconut so good.
Yeah, someone's dealing with a big T. You alright?
Ice cream so good.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I know, man. I just went to the morgue and said my goodbyes myself. I think you should say goodbye to and focus well before they do what they need to do.
Yeah, I'm going there now.
Hey, Big T.
Yeah.
I know you're here. Just drive over there and.
Why would Rose perma?
I know you're mad. I'm fucking mad too. This whole thing came from a boost.
Why?
Came from a boost.
Yell at my partner.
They didn't even have a plan. They just led cops straight into a fucking ambush and shot and killed Rose. Like, I'm just as mad as you are, but we can't fuck up this investigation. Otherwise, they're not going to get the justice they deserve.
But what happened to my wheels? Fuck, I'm about to. This son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Cumbo
You know who
took
one
my
of the people
fucking
are,
car,
right?
drove it into the ground, and left me with no gas. Oh shit! I'm so sorry, Toes. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Toes. Sorry, I'm an emotional wreck.
What's wrong with you?
I can't. I'm sorry, man.
What happened? What's
I-
wrong?
He's thinking about fantasy football already and his team.
Football?
Yeah.
I thought Trey liked basketball.
Well, he likes both.
What's going on?
Well,
Besides football.
2 hours. Got another concussion in training camp.
I don't know what that is. I don't watch football.
He's really upset about it. It's actually really interesting to hear about.
Oh. Well, if it's interesting, I guess have at it.
Yeah.
Sad about that football.
Dolphins are already eliminated from playoffs.
I'm sorry,
Okay, you
Jordy.
cannot leak this.
The Dolphins suck.
Yeah, fuck you, man. The Dolphins don't suck. Who's
Alright, I'm
going
gonna
on?
pretend. I'm just gonna pretend you didn't say that. Do I have permission to threaten to fire people if they don't have this report done within 24 hours?
Fire people?
Sorry,
No.
if they don't have the statement done within 24 hours.
Suspended.
All right, for 7
Anybody
days?
who's super important, no. They
Why not?
2 days.
Well, I mean, Fred threatened to fire people.
Well, why are people not doing the reports already?
No, people are. It's just one
Let's
of
wait.
those like.
Let's wait 24 hours, and if there's half the people haven't done it, we don't need to throw out the threats and live if we don't have to.
Well, I always start with threats.
No, don't start with threats. It's a very poor leadership quality to have. It makes people just inherently not like you, unless they have Stockholm syndrome and think that's a good thing.
Well, I mean, I usually do it for something very serious like this to make sure so people underline how serious we are.
Just let's give them 24 hours or so, see who hasn't done it, and reach out to them first.
Okay. All right, I'll let you go. Save
Yep.
my number if you don't have it. Damn it.
I'll save it.
I always have to.
How did I not have hers? All right. Where's Owen? You go back in?
Is over at the street.
Oh, there he is. Let me go talk to him. Hey, pal.
The fuck? Oh, hey.
It's me.
I didn't see you for a second.
Oh. How you doing?
I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Like, super fucked up and sad, but did you go in there yet?
No, I haven't gone in there yet.
You know the worst fucking part with
What?
going in there is they've all lined up to go talk to the body again. Like we've developed some kind of like a procedure for talking to dead cops because it happens too much. Isn't that fucking sad? You know if they got anyone in custody? I didn't ask around yet.
Yeah, I almost apparently ruined their investigation. They told me they had the suspects downstairs, and I ran in there. Apparently, they don't know yet that
They don't know what.
they murdered somebody.
Jesus.
Apparently they're gonna pull them each into an interrogation room before they can corroborate a
Who?
story. Patty Mayonnaise and Dan
Who was
Faley.
down there though?
Oh, the only one I recognize is, you're not gonna believe this, Sam Simmons.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you've never met Sam Simmons? He sucks.
I don't know who that is.
He's like a child.
You know how I feel about children, Dominic.
Hmm.
I fought hard and long to keep them out of Los Santos.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to put this one down, aren't we?
I wish we could.
Death penalty is ass. What do you mean?
I should go in
Who's
there.
investigating that?
I'm not sure.
Alright, well,
Patricia Mayonnaise. I just got here. I haven't been able to ask any of those questions. I'm assuming Bundy
we can
might
trust
be in
Mayo,
on it.
so
I
what's
told
that?
him I'd help him prosecute. It seems pretty cut and dry. They have the casings from their guns and her body. So, you know, they're all getting murder. All of them. Everybody
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
part of the ambush.
Yeah, it's felony murder rule. Anybody who's involved in the crime.
Yep.
This is the part where it doesn't feel real yet. Until you go see the body. Sam Simmons. Who's he roll with?
Are you shitting me?
NBC?
Oh no. Isn't that your son's gang?
Let me make sure he's not in the cells.
He's not in the cells?
Let me make sure.
Do not come to Mission Row PD.
I'm always nervous when Dan's controlling stuff.
Just gonna help out a little bit. I feel like I'm supposed to be like super sad about this, but
Okay.
upset, I guess.
This isn't good.
what?
Philbus didn't pick up. Let me call
Okay.
Aunt, see if he's with her.
Hey, Toretti.
Hey, Aunt, what's up?
Nothing, I guess.
What are you up to?
Don't say anything.
Being harassed by Dans.
The
And
Dans?
being
Wait, how
worried
many
about
of them?
Pilvis.
Why?
Ask if
Where's
Fingal's
5
there.
or 6 of them.
is Fingal there?
Vingle is there.
Vingal's there, yeah.
Yeah,
Vingle's
he's
a piece of
jumping into a
shit.
dumpster behind the library right now. To
Okay,
sleep
do you
in.
want me to call him and tell him to stop?
No, it's fine.
You
Also,
sure?
You know he has like a $6 million warrant on his head, right?
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, you're not with Pilbus?
Have you heard from him today?
No, I was home all day.
Okay. I don't know where he is.
Oh.
I don't know where he is, and he
Oh,
fucking calls me
God.
before he goes to bed every single time, and he hasn't done that yet. So I feel like he hasn't just gone home. And
Oh, it's
forgot.
way past his bedtime too. He must have fell asleep.
There's no way. Like literally,
Old
not
man.
once in the past 4 months has he ever gone to bed without calling me first. But he's not in jail, and he's not picking up his phone. I don't know what's going on.
I'll try to give him a call.
You see, try and find him for me, please. Let
Yep.
me know what's going on.
I'll call and see what he says.
I mean, I doubt he's gonna answer you. If he didn't answer me, you think we're fighting or something?
I don't know. Are you?
We don't fight.
Okay. All right.
We don't do that.
All right.
Okay, just let me know. I'm really worried, and I don't want to go to sleep until I know what's going on.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So he's asleep?
Nope. He's definitely one of them then. He's got to be down there. He's got to be one of them then. She hasn't
So
heard
your
from him all
son
day.
murdered Rose?
Yep.
Well, I'm not one to tell you how to run your family life, but wouldn't be my son anymore.
Yeah, I'm not too happy. I should go in there. What's the walk style again? Is it gangster? Excuse me, gangster 3? No.
Come inside, Cadet
Thank you, Habibi. Thank you.
Gangster 4? Yeah.
Hey.
Which floor? Which floor you got?
Ground floor.
Thank you. Toretti!
What'd you say? Of course I'm okay. I didn't get shot.
Food, water.
Nah, I'm good.
Hey, Commissioner.
Evening.
Have you both been briefed? Do you need to be briefed?
I was told a TLDR.
Okay.
May have run into the cells. A little angry. Do we have anybody that is going to be
Are you shitting me?
Meech Pilbees W.
monitoring Dan and Patty during it?
They are reaching out to me for assistance intermittently. We've
Okay.
also got our state prosecutor who's helping them. with
Okay,
this,
good.
So
I just Dan can sometimes be a little bit of a goofball, so I don't want him to rub people the wrong way.
this one's kind of open and shut.
Yeah,
so,
that's what it sounds like. I don't know why they're being so secretive about it, to be honest.
I think they were trying to get people to admit to things and kind of essentially plead on it before they knew what the result was.
I told them that I will help prosecute if they need it. So
Well, there's a lot of shit I could say about Dan, but ensuring that it's an ironclad case against a cop killer is not a problem I have with him.
Yeah,
He
I
can
think
take as much time as he needs and have as many stations as he wants on lockdown, as long as we got one.
If we can count on Dan for anything, it's thoroughness.
Yeah. Hey, Gable.
Hey.
How
You
fucking
okay,
depressing
pal?
We have a fucking procedure. We're at a
Not
line up
really.
in the morgue after a cop dies.
How are you feeling, Deputy Commissioner?
Unfortunately, it's not just
Hanging in there.
cops. We do this for civilians.
You need anything? Food, water?
Yeah, I need food.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we are relatively practiced at it as of late.
Here's a little sandwich with a smiley face on it. Fill you up.
Well, first of all, Harvey,
We had like a
sandwich doesn't have a smiley face.
three almost.
The little
You don't
cup
have
it comes in is the smiley face. You don't eat that. You don't eat the paper part, do you?
Oh,
No.
Had retired first, and yeah, he was,
I need you.
he was my best bud from academy.
That wasn't very convincing. You don't eat that part, right?
Officer before he
No.
was bad.
Toretti, I don't want to bother you right now because obviously Rose just died. I do need to speak with you at some point, and it is you. It is not a senior thing.
Okay. Can't even be
I don't
an
know when
Owen
next time I'll
thing.
see you.
All right. What do you mean? Where are you going?
Well, I don't think I've seen you since you took this position. I was
Well-
actually thinking about going to Shelby to go to get a hold of you.
Huh. First of all,
Can't be
Harvey, I didn't take this position. Okay, it was handed. I had to by default because Bass is dead. Okay,
Okay,
I didn't take this. This is out of necessity.
It's just this isn't something Owen can handle because it's
How
something,
quick can it be?
Should be in and out. 5 minutes
What is it?
before Gable. Okay, come here.
Yeah, hate the circumstances.
I want to preface this with I like Owen. I actually really like Owen. I really respect Owen, but he did something to me today that I feel like really. What are you doing to me?
Nothing. Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
He really disrespected me today and my investigation because I was at an MCU meeting. I saw a 911 pertaining to something I'm investigating. I quickly opened up the cameras I had placed for the investigation. I saw people with guns out, aiming them. I asked someone to go. What are you doing to me?
Sorry. I was cleaning.
It'll take 5 minutes if you don't, if you're not fucking around.
Just
like
keep
this,
talking, man. I'm sorry.
Okay.
My new
I
keyboard
asked
is
someone to go
super
up there. I
sensitive.
did there wanted to, hey, can somebody go help out the prison? Owen responded. Thankfully, he went up there. It was him and a bunch of other people up there.
No, it's super sensitive.
There was.
Are you getting back
They
on
didn't get any-
Jerry?
all the people
Maybe.
they found were GSR negative. The only thing that was there was projectiles. No casings were found. Maybe they were hidden somewhere. There was a camera placed on one of the walls that was not my camera or the DOC's cameras, and the gist of what I can get was from listening to radio and watching the cameras, is that there was some sort of gang shit happening there, but also another separate gang was trying to spy on the prison and and they're trying to do some sort of they're trying to vandalize one of the garages with their spray as it's like a show of force or something. The point is that I learned from that there's another gang that's placing cameras at the same time that I'm placing them, which is vital information to me, as well as time that they did that.
Are you shitting me?
All I asked for him was I said, Owen, can you just start up a report with the timestamp?
Awful, and thank you for the tier 1.
If I wasn't around today and heard that, I would not have had the intel I just had from that. But he said, I don't need to make a report because no reports need to be made unless there's something that has legal standing. I said, well, what about the projectiles? Can't that be criminal use? And he said, no, because that could have been there from days ago. I get what he's trying to say, but the reasoning he said it after, when I spoke to him, it was a very normal, I wasn't yelling at him or anything. It was I was shocked that he was doing that in the first place. So I wasn't yelling. I wasn't screaming. I wasn't, swearing. He said the reason he did it is because he doesn't want to make people required to make investigations for everything, because then it will contribute to PD burnout. And I feel like it's just I explained that this is part of a bigger case. I explained why it's part of a bigger case, and he just disregarded that too and said, if we make officers make reports all the time, then everyone's gonna get burned out. When I'm quite sick of responding to the same fucking bombing every day. So that can also contribute to PD burnout. It's just like I feel like I'm looking at something that is. Stubble said this pretty much, right? It might be a big thing to me. It's not a big thing to him. I explained it was a big thing to me. He didn't change his mind on it. Let's say Stubble was doing an HV2 operation, catching some guy with a big warrant. I don't care about that shit, so I understand it. But I just feel like I was just completely disrespected by one of the people I look up to the most.
Family Memorial Pier, you know, where my detective career began, so it kind of works out, I guess.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I guess if he didn't want to make the report, why didn't you?
I wasn't even on the scene. I have no. I wasn't even there. I said I can someone go up there and do it. He went up there and did it. It just told me that if I see that happen, I have to break off whatever I'm doing and go up there myself because I can't trust other units to.
Well, one,
answer
yeah, but two, did you ask him to make the report and file the report, or did you ask him to just take some pictures and put it in the report and you can do the rest?
I asked him to just throw up a report with a timestamp and a quick, like, 2 sentences of what happened. Apparently, there were projectiles, and none of the units on the scene collected any of the evidence.
Okay, well, that's not right.
He said the reason they didn't do it, the reason they didn't go to collect the evidence and bring it to the lab or whatever, was because it could have been there 5 days ago. It could have been there a week ago. These projectiles don't mean that there was criminal use happening there. They could have been there for a while. I don't know.
That's kind of true, but still.
It is kind of true, but still, like, they heard gunshots. I saw people aiming guns from the cameras when I was briefly looking at them. It's very easy. It makes it more likely that shots were fired that day.
And Encino Road 4, which was my house, and Encino Road 8 were very
Okay.
I like Owen. I don't want him to, like, you know, I don't want you to go over there, and I don't want this to be a thing where, like, you know, you're over there and telling him be nice to Harvey or whatever. I would want nothing more than, like I said, I love the SSO because I'm an Owen and Toretti loyalist, so I would never leave unless you guys decided to make a new department. Chief Toretti and Assistant Chief Owen, right? I don't want it to be like, oh, I hate Owen.
Why
I
is
don't want
this
it to
a
be like that. I just want
issue for
to be able to,
because I am the only person above
get
him.
help
What do you
with
mean?
my investigations as much as I help people with their 77 requests and their, daily.
So when
gang
you talked to
shootout.
him, you weren't able to get any resolution.
No, he just explained his side, and I said, I get your side.
Did you explain your side?
I explained my side, but he was very insistent on he's not going to make a report. There's no legal standing. Like, there's no, if one of those guys was GSR positive, yeah. If I don't know. If there
Well,
was
that's what
blood,
an investigative report is for.
that's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll worry about that later. This is more important.
We're 8 subs away from 2,500.
Probably an hour. Hour and a half.
Okay.
I just want to let
That's
you
fine.
update Owen that they're interrogating them one
Send
by
the next
one,
one in.
because that's what they're planning right now.
Go ahead, Tom.
Okay. Well, as long as they are aware of your inclination, then they can conduct investigation thoroughly or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, also, apparently Encino Road is actually numbered differently from both ends. There's Encino RD 1 through like 8, and that goes from the right side to the left side, and then there's Encino Road ROAD, and that goes from the left to the right, and they meet somewhere in the middle.
It's insane.
That entire road is just completely fucked up.
I'm glad I don't live there anymore.
I was gonna say we moved out just in time.
I just checked the report. Yep. Bilbus.
It was a good house, but
Your own son.
I like
Can you put a mask, take a mask on and off? Willie?
It's kind of rude.
I just want to see you as you. There it is. Ugh, much better.
Surprised you didn't ask Rudy to just put a mask on, period.
Come on, not right now.
No, I know.
Ugh, God.
Sorry, I
Come on,
forgot to
sure.
mention
You
your
can't-
son did this.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
You are not only up, but you
Yeah.
appear to be the last one actually standing in line.
Go
I
get in
can't
line
believe-
already. Go see her.
He's just looking at the wall with his beady eyes.
I can't believe Pilbus got rid of Thorn.
If we have anyone remaining other than the commissioner who have not said their goodbyes, that'd be a good time to get in line. I know we've got Dan and Patty on the way, so.
I can't believe she did this. And her husband can't even visit her.
One of the best right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
When's this stop, T? When's this all stop, man?
Never. Never.
A lot of holes in the poppins right now.
I'm getting spam called. This better be important. Hello?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Know something. When it comes to Vingle, you're never gonna catch Vingle. You understand me? This is Bro Skingle. Elwig. I'm gonna just kill the lot of you. Vingle was on that beach when the boats arrived. All right. Understand me?
Okay.
He was there when they were the ships arrived on Normandy.
Are you on drugs?
He fought the fight
Bro Skingle?
before. We fought the good fight. Even if it was a losing effort in World War II, we fought a good fight. Hell Week is coming, Mr. Toretti.
For what?
You're never gonna catch Vingle.
It won't be hard.
It'll never be hard. Pussy boy.
Ask your mom. Oh, damn it. Guess it's Hell Week.
Yes, so.
God,
How did it happen, sir? Can I ask that, or is that pretty?
I don't know. Something going wrong. Just a typical cop shootout. God damn it.
Yeah.
You know what? This is actually an
Anybody
ex-cop.
remaining
I should
outside
tell
of
him.
the Commissioner, Patty, and
Hold
Dan,
on.
who-
Hey, Vingle.
Toretti, I need a pardon.
What are you doing, man? How could you do this to me?
It was never meant to be found out. It was bullshit, Toretti.
I see pictures of you loading a... There were pictures of you loading a fucking... You had a rhino at the apartments.
It was just for a stroll.
Then why were all the guns in your apartment?
Well, okay.
I unsuspended you, and why do you keep doing this to me? Now you're done.
Obviously, I did it, but I think we should ask the more important questions, right? Like how that person got a picture of me with my gun with no camera, huh? Why are we asking questions like these? Hmm?
I don't know. Why don't you ask them? Isn't that your
Well,
job?
listen, It's too late now. But look,
Okay.
I didn't mean to have that much shit in. I didn't mean to get caught.
Jay Barlak
But
gifted
I
a tier
did.
1 sub to Sapit. This is
So I
their
need a
first gift sub in
commissioner's
the channel.
pardon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't do that now. You're declaring Hell Week on us after
That's
everything
Bro
I've done.
Skingle. That's Bro Skingle. He got a mind of his own.
Okay, why am I hearing Bloom is getting constantly shot?
That's just Dingo. He has a mind of his own.
Okay. Were you arrested? Why do you have a massive warrant?
Because of the guns and the 4,000 IFACs in my apartment. I was just bunkering down in case, you know, shit had popped off. You know what I mean?
I'm actually so disappointed in you, Vingle, after everything I've done. And you're doing this on a day like this. I have to go.
What do you mean a day like? Why are you crying?
I have to go. I'm just so upset at you, Vingle, after I trusted you.
Jeez, fucking get a grip, Big T.
You're never gonna get laid.
What?
Hey, Bro Skingle called me and said it's Hell Week.
Were they behind this?
No, I don't think so.
They didn't like put him up to it or anything.
No, they're not that stupid. They're
Rudy was saying he thinks it's premeditated, like they wanted to kill a cop on this. It wasn't just
well,
like,
yeah, it was an ambush.
guess we got it. Yeah, it was a fucking ambush.
Yeah.
And now we got people saying it's Hell Week again. It's not exactly a fucking
Well, it's the Dans.
huge dot to connect.
The Dans they're calling it. Bro Skingle Dan specifically keeps screaming
Well,
Hell
no shit,
Week.
he's outsourcing. God knows that guy can't do anything himself.
Typical NBC. Just ambush.
Looking for the Dans.
I can't believe my son did this.
Wouldn't be my son anymore.
No. I can't even say anything to him.
His fucking last name would be Shonley right now.
Yeah. I can't even say anything to him.
So your deadbeat son did this, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't even say anything.
I
want
thought it'd be Copperton, but somehow
Joshua, thank you
Hilbis
for
is
the
one
prime.
killing cops. Of the two sons, I definitely had money on.
You know, they usually blame the
John.
parents when it comes to kids
Yeah,
doing
just
these types of things.
bad environment, no values.
We
raised
adopted
without
him.
morals.
We adopted him. He was way too old by then.
This should be a PSA not to adopt adult children.
What about? I think this is Sam
It's not a good
Simmons'
look.
idea.
You might lose your position over this.
I don't fucking know who's.
Sam Simmons put him up.
You
to
might
this.
actually.
How am I going to lose my position?
Your son just murdered a state trooper.
That's huge, Big T. Think about
This
the
is-
politics.
The scandal here is
politics?
crazy.
Okay.
The
Troopers
news
are gonna
gets a hold of
take you
this.
out.
All right. Who's replacing me?
Well, in theory, it'd be me, right?
All right. You want this job?
Not really, but I'm not saying I want it. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, there's
I'm
always
giving you
one-
answers to the
there's-
questions you're
There's
asking.
always someone else, Big T.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm just answering the question, man.
Good. Can't wait. Take the job from me. I don't give a shit.
You want to get?
I don't know what he's pouting about.
I'm trying to help.
He asked, who's going to replace me? I said, well,
I'll try to do that.
Okay.
If you are having issues with that, I think Kiki's coming in after me.
Fuck.
And it's gonna be worse, so just,
Just don't let Etta come in here.
I don't know if she is, but if you need to step away, don't
Son of a bitch.
don't feel bad.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. I'm sorry.
All right, let's hold off for a moment. I think Sitzen. Sitzen. Braver Hund.
Are you like having a moment right now? Or I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah. It's just a moment.
Okay.
Do you want to say your piece, Svensson? You can. Otherwise, Willie can.
Are you shitting me?
Check your emails, Soups.
I don't know what to say.
Tessa, I think it goes without saying, can I put your name on the approval without having to try on this? Or would you like me to contact Stance?
How? Why?
Because of him.
What am I supposed to do? I need you. I love you so much, Rose.
Oh,
I'm gonna miss you so much.
they did have a really good arc. They did have an amazing arc. I thought they had one of the cutest RP arcs. From like when she was a dispatch, like the moments and then the singing from James Arsenal.
I don't really know what to say, or do, but yeah, I'm here for you, man.
Thank you.
Should I hug you?
If you want.
It's gonna be okay, man.
Is it?
I don't know.
No, probably not.
Okay, Willie, Jesus.
First his brother.
Okay, shut the hell up,
You're
Dominic.
losing a lot of family, Chris.
Shut up, Willie. God damn it. Even I know you have to say that shit.
Probably got to stop playing the video games, man. I think it's time to move on.
Willie, get the fuck out of here, man. This poor guy's grieving. Don't harass him about video games. Listen, you can play as many video games as you want. These things, it takes time, you know? You're not going to be all right tomorrow. You're going to be all right today. It's going to take time to get back to where you were and feel like a human again. You know, there's a saying about stuff like this. It's not about
Rose.
how hard you get hit.
Oh, it's Alexis.
I don't
Rose
fucking know the
is
rest.
me,
I've always butchered that.
Alexis.
But it's a good point, you know?
Yeah, I get
You can't give up.
I'm here.
I just don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's okay not to know. I don't know. How could you know right now? Nobody can blame you for not knowing.
You were supposed to be my mentor.
If you knew, we'd be concerned, you know?
I just wanted you to know. I wanted to make you proud.
What are you doing after this? You going home?
What do you mean?
Can you keep it down?
Well, I don't think you should be alone. I'll hang out with you.
Come on, guys.
I'm gonna go home.
All right. You drive here?
Yeah.
All right, well, let me know when you leave. I mean, I'll stay as long as you want.
Okay.
Thank you for everything you've done for me. And I'm sorry. Had I been there, I would have shot them all dead to protect you. I should have been there. I would have had your back. And you want to know why I'd have your back? Because you're the best mentor. You're the best cop.
This is so sad, man. I
You would
love.
have taught me everything.
She can make another cop,
perfectly. Like, even though I'm already perfect on my own, you would have made me better.
but
I would have been the best. Like, I'm already the best, but you were the best.
Bones isn't coming. He's in the ICU.
If only I wasn't a cadet. I'm sorry, Rose.
She did. She had so many unwritten chapters. Rose was a one of one. Legit. I think her character was very much a one of one. One of those unique characters that everyone loves and liked universally.
Now I gotta find someone else. They won't be good enough. But I'll do it. I'll do it for you, Rose. I'm not gonna replace you. I'll just be like second place to you. I'm not gonna be the best anymore because you were the best. Goodbye, Rose. I'll make sure to hang your calendar in my locker and look at it before I go on duty. I'll just tear off the I'll just tear off your month and just keep it with me. I'm not gonna put it in my locker. It's gonna be in my pocket.
Are you shitting me?
Mantis 15 salute.
Man.
I'll look at it right now, Rose, and remember you. Oh man, check this out. So full of life.
February.
That's the best month. February's not gonna be the same anymore. Bye, Rose. Thank you for everything.
A lot of the time when it comes to these kind of deaths, Rose, I tend to bury myself in work as much as I can because it's a lot easier to put a task ahead of you than to deal with any kind of emotional response. And that's always what I do in times like this. I think you were probably one of the kindest officers I've had the pleasure of working with. I think in the time I've spent on duty, I don't think I've heard a negative thing about you, nor Nor do I think anyone's ever been hurt by a word you've said. I think you're one of the most honest people I've ever had to work with, and I'm gonna miss you. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Steve. Well, hi. It's not my second time. I don't really know again what to do much about death. I've never had somebody die in my family until about like 2 weeks ago with Bass, and then now you. It's this kind of awkward, you know. But at least she looks sickening. Her silk press is on point. Eyes did, nails did, everything did. She looks beautiful. She went out there. Her first rule was to look cunt, and her second rule was to do her damn job. And I appreciate that for both times, for both rules. She's actually, you know, a huge helper. She's given me so many wise words, and I guess I don't have that anymore. I guess we don't. Well, for what it's worth, I am so glad that I got to know you. I'm glad that I got to share my life with you. You got to share your life with me. And I'll make sure to put a nice obituary TikTok page for you, okay? You're gonna get some cute photos, okay? You're gonna be looking fierce, and we're gonna celebrate you. Lots of likes, lots of follows, lots of ringing that bell. Thank you. Excuse me, I'm gay.
Oh my god, he's the worst. Now he's back to DBD. Now I can see him. He's going back to DBD. Yep, he's back on DBD already.
I don't know what to say. I guess you're just a body now, but doesn't feel real. Maybe it's harsh to say, but I expect a lot of cops to die, I guess. Myself, maybe. Bison, probably. But not you. You weren't supposed to die. It's funny, we're all acting like you can hear me, but you can't. Between you and me, you really fucked up this meeting I had going in 3 hours. Somehow it feels wrong to give away a Taurus in some kind of contest 2 hours after a cop passes away. Wherever you are, I hope you feel a little bad about that. Hope you feel worse for leaving Chris alone. But I guess it wasn't up to you, was it? I'll miss you. I wouldn't say that about a lot of these cops if they were lying here on this table. Hope you know that.
I am sorry. I am sorry. Oh God. I'm sorry, Zero.
Just let me know when you want to go home. You don't got to sit through all this if you don't want to, Chris.
Aw, she looks so at peace.
I should.
You know, she was never a grumpy person, you know.
Well, let
She
you
was
go home
very
alone?
kind.
Should.
Should let you. You don't have to do anything, man.
She always looked good in that
You always
the
put yourself through
pants
more
with the
pain just
stripe,
to
you know, those
appease some
tighties.
Okay, take it easy,
Ah.
Abdul.
I tried to wear one, but sadly,
Yeah.
I miss you. But I'm sure you left behind a lot of good people that you've touched their lives in. And you will forever live inside their memory. By your kindness, love, and teachings. May your soul rest in peace. For us, it's still a long way for us, but you made it before us. We will see you soon. Bye-bye, Miss Rhodes.
Aw.
Okay, thank you.
Silas is here. Where's Riggs and Kaminsky? Skip.
Let y'all say your piece first.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say, honestly. We just got a huge, one of the largest drug busts. Well, no, it was like top 10 just the other day together. We still have to prosecute that, Rose. We still have to prosecute that. Now I have to do it all alone.
There might still be some in the ambulance as well.
Okay.
God damn.
And then the police sponsor.
Rose died.
Dude, I was the excitement in your voice when you saw that car go up that hill was so fucking funny to me. You were so fucking pumped that we were about to catch them, and we did too, and then we raided them. We got this massive bust. You were so fucking pumped. Sorry, Rose. Just so you know that myself, Sweets, Patty here, we have the entire report locked down. We know who did it. Actually, we
See you at the
found out
crossroads.
so they're not gonna get away with this.
Sorry, Rose.
Bone Thugs in Harmony? That is not.
Many people in this PD, but I trusted you.
That does not fit, Elanap.
She wanted to be a canine handler too.
Besides being.
We, well, I'll leave it to Ripley. But one of the good ones.
She was so worried about being a trooper too, and tell her she deserved to be there. She was a trooper. She's a damn good cop.
Yeah, she was. She really was. And despite everything, she never lost her kindness. Even though the city's full of animals and deserves to burn to the ground, she never lost that kindness.
When did I hire her?
Don't worry, Rose.
I hired her, right?
I mean, you got Patty, the best investigator here. You got
Last year.
locking this place fucking down.
It was her year.
Yeah, Toretti, Bison here.
Almost
Bison,
a full year.
that guy
It
with
was.
the mop on his head. I can't remember his name. Shaggy.
It's her husband, you
Oh, they were married?
God, I remember.
You got a lot of people here who love you. A lot of people here are going to make sure that the people who did this are going to pay. Including
We'll make
Toretti, who almost ruined the entire investigation.
Dan? I swear to God, that was not the time.
Sorry.
We'll make
You
sure
know,
someone looks after Chris too.
When we were, I think, 8 strong in the troopers, and we had the opportunity to say some names and see if we could get some more people in. I didn't really think it was going to happen. We had we'd had multiple opportunities in the last
Look at this guy.
5 years, 6 years, where we throw names out there. Everyone would say, "Yeah, that sounds good," and then nothing would happen.
Look at him.
And then about 6 months later, we'd throw some names all out there again. Everyone would say, "Yeah, we like that person," and nothing would
Mac
happen.
is jacked.
So when we actually started getting some traction and getting some new troopers, and then I saw Rose Rhodes' name getting tossed around, and people started asking, what did I think about it? I was extremely excited. I felt a little bit bad stealing Rose. We steal a lot of people, but Rose was... That's like highway robbery. She's smart. She's on duty every goddamn day. You can beat her down, ram her into walls, load her up with paperwork. You can't bring her down. She'll be back on duty the next day, ready to take on the world. It wasn't a call I'd ever heard her decline. And in addition to just being there and being on top of her class and the best in her craft, she focused on what she liked to do, which is something that I really get pissed off when I see all these cops going around merit badge hunting, looking to collect every single badge and then tell you everything, make you swear, yeah, I'll totally do that. And then you give them what they want, and they fuck off. They want to go collect the next merit badge. They don't want anything. They just want to collect it all. That wasn't Rhodes. She wanted to motor. She poured her heart and soul into that certification. She helped craft that unit. She helped form the SOPs. She took the motor unit when it was in the bowels. I don't think I'd ever seen it as low as it was. We literally had nothing going for us. It was miserable. And she helped build it back up into something that everybody wanted to be a part of. She made it so great, and it's something that I had the opportunity to do whenever I felt stressed or ever I felt like I just needed a change of pace, that I could just hop on the Road King and have a good time with. And I'm so lucky that I was blessed with that opportunity, because I might have, I don't know, I might have lost my mind by now without that. And that's in no small part due to Rose. And when the shakeup happened, UPD came along. Guess who was there right by my side when we all lost our certs and had to reprove ourselves and pass the time trials? And we were we were out there night after night, me and Rose, getting fucked over by locals and hitting trees and everything you can imagine. And anytime I would come close to a qualifying time and I'd end up over the handlebars, head first in the bushes, there would be Rose on the next lap when I'm repairing my bike, giving me a tip or giving me some advice about what works and what doesn't, and letting me know that I still got this, and I'm sure I got it on the next one. Always there was a positive word, and that's who she was. That's Rose Rhodes. So I wish I could have done this while she was still here, as is always the case. You never know when it's going to be someone's last day. But there's a lot of things I wish I could have said. There's a lot of things I wish I could have told you about how I admire you and how I respect you. The way you do your work, the way you interact with people, the way you treat others. And when I heard that you were interested in the K9 unit, I was speaking with Patty about it. It's literally exactly what we're looking for. I wish I could clone 12 more Rose Roads and fill up my K9 roster with them around the clock, and then I wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. But you're selfless. You do your work to the best of your ability. Last night, we had a crazy night. We had a big shooting on Channel 1, I think. It was a armored meth run. We had a S+ boost with shots fired on Channel 3. And I'm driving by the cemetery, and I see a lone blip on my my patrol cruiser radars. Oh, well, who's this? It's Rose Rhodes, of course. Well, let's see what she's doing. Oh, she just decided to head on over to the cemetery because there's 7 injured people and about 1,000 shots fired there, and nobody's going to help them. So that's exactly who Rose Rose is. It doesn't matter if there's a bunch of pings going on or some bullshit. You know what? There's people that need help, and Rose is going to do it. Rose is going to help them. And she doesn't care if nobody's backing her up. She'll go do it her goddamn self if she has to. Doesn't matter if it's 7 people, 8 people. Not a complaint. Not a single complaint out of her. So that's exactly the type of person we should all be looking up to. It's exactly the type of person I would have wanted in the K9 unit. So, not that it's much consolation now, but Rose would mean a lot to me if I could.
There you go. This is for
formally,
Ilanap.
posthumously invite you to the K9 unit at the rank of handler. And you exemplify everything we stand for. I'll leave this patch with you.
Welcome to the K9 unit, Rose.
Welcome to the K9 unit, Rose.
I'll miss you. Freddy, you doing okay? You got food?
Yeah.
Anything I can do right now?
I've got quite a few.
I'm okay.
Okay. Let me know if you need something.
Yeah, Kiki.
Maybe you could
You
have
guys
not
need food?
kicked my damn
I'm not gonna ask if you're doing okay because that's a stupid question, but you know what I'm saying.
kicked my damn.
Thank you. I'm okay.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Thank you.
If there's
Bones
anything
isn't even gonna show up.
Okay. Put him behind bars.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Firing squad.
Rounds.
Electric chair. I just can't believe my son did this. Oh
You ain't your son anymore.
no.
Rose. Somebody who a lot of us looked up to you a lot. I looked up to you a lot, Rose. On the first day you invited me to help with those burglaries up in Vinewood. And not gonna lie, Rose, you kind of scared me at first. But I kind of, I got to know you a bit, and you're probably one of the officers I could really rely on, and I could actually call a friend. But we'll miss you a lot, Rose. We'll make sure we will keep on track of those burglars, okay? And I'll always remember to roll in without my lights and sirens on. I miss you, Rose.
This one hurts because Bass kind of lived a crazy life, right? Like Bass had a huge arc, very long. I'll turn this down for here.
Thought I was okay until I walked in here. Like I did with my hair, you were always the first person to notice. And still knew who I was. I don't think you know how much it means to me. You're always the kindest. And I considered you a friend. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss. Hi, Kiki. Bye, Kiki. You were wonderful. Bye, Rose.
I give up.
I'm really sorry about that. You were.
Fucking
You were
chairs.
one of the people that always made a point to say hello to me and say my name, even when I felt like I was invisible in the PD. And I cared about you a lot because of that. I'm sorry these bastards did this to you. You deserve so much better, and I hope you find some peace in the afterlife if that one exists. I'm so sorry. Rest in peace, okay?
I love that she's eating.
I'm not ready for this.
This is a tough one for Silas.
Well,
This one's gonna hurt. This one hurts for him.
Rose, I'm very, very angry. You know, there's stages to grief. But as a cop, you kind of, you see it so often, you kind of skip some of them. You do a little cheeky skip sometimes, and you go straight to acceptance and a little bit of depression here and there, with you, I'm really stuck on anger. It's hard to clear the anger stage because I just don't know what the fuck happened. I mean, really. I mean, what the hell is going on here? I don't understand. What the hell is going on here? It's like a bad soap opera drama morning TV show. Because the last time I talked to you, we were in an argument, and I think the last thing I told you was I don't forgive you, and now you're dead, and I don't know who I'm supposed to blame. It's not me. I can't be blamed for this. Just because I quit the PD, that wouldn't have changed anything. I could blame Toretti, I guess. It's Toretti's fault. I think we can both agree, Rose. This had to have been Toretti's fault. I mean, I don't know who I'm supposed to blame here. I have to blame someone. I mean, this is. I wasn't expecting this. I can't deal with this, with everything going on. I'm not.
What did I do?
I don't know what to say. You were supposed to be, one of the futures of the PD. I've always said this. I've always told you this. Rose, you're going places. I see you as the future, and now there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. It's gone. It's all gone. There's no future at all. There's no light at the end of the Rose tunnel. It's black. It is black, and it's bad. It's bad. I don't like 90% of the cops in the PD. And they all fucking suck. But I liked you, Rose. You were one of the good ones, and now you're gone. So I don't know. Maybe I should just say, all right, Rose. Well, I forgive you. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, and everything. It's just I didn't even get a chance. I didn't even get a chance to forgive you because you're dead. I guess I could forgive a corpse. Just doesn't. I do forgive you, by the way. I just things happen, and sometimes they just don't go according to plan. You know, I always say that. I've said that at least 9 times that the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. And,
Oh my
and
God.
it's gone awry. So I'm not gonna forget you, Rose. And I wish I had more to say, but I got nothing. Goodbye.
Be right back.
Okay. Um. Hey, it's me, Peach. Can't believe you're dead. This is crazy. Another trooper? Another woman? Well, I'm sorry to see you go. It should have been me. I should have been there. Who's gonna help me with my motor trials? Well, Rose, it's nice to have another woman in the troopers. We'll remember you. I'm sure everybody will. I have a poem. I have a poem. Um, roses. Roses are red. Okay, I just want to put this out there. Silas. Silas wrote this poem, okay? It wasn't me. And he told me to read it to you. He said roses are red, violets are blue. Um, something about Bass being dead, and so are you. But I miss you. That's all I got for the poem. But Wells will miss you. Definitely, you're definitely an asset to the police department. Goodbye, Wells.
Alright, Your Honors, if you would like to go in. Together or separately, either way.
Remember the first day I met you, Rosa? I remember it well. saw you as an attorney.
He's too quiet. I can't even hear him.
It was at a bench trial, and you talked about how and bragged about regularly afterward how you got one over on former Judge Norman Adams at the time. It was a fun, friendly rivalry that turned into a friendship beyond that. But the one thing I noticed in that, even still, is that you had a sense of care for people, and you really put your investment and care into everything that you did when you put on that uniform. Even when you were overwhelmed, even when you had 7 different places to be at one.
B&E!
You know, even when things were crazy, right? You always found a way back to make sure that everything that you were aware of was looked after. Hell, you called me 5 hours after I asked you a question that led to your last investigation. And you were kind, and you were always kind, and you showed care and attention. And those are aspects that I think are some of the most admirable in an officer. You cared about the people that you were on the streets trying to protect. And this one hurts. This one hurts. Sorry that this happened.
Clear, you want to head in?
I'll smoke you after this.
Yeah, I think we're down to the last 1 to 2 people. Let's do it this way. Anybody who wants to go in and say something, line up to my right.
Who's the lady in her bikini coming in here?
Anyone would ever want to see you like this. I'm sorry this happened. Yeah. Don't really know what to say, but I wish guys I'll spend more time with you. I always thought there'll be tomorrow, maybe our paths will cross. Maybe tomorrow I'll do those bike trials and you can teach me. Said you would. I always take tomorrow for granted. It's like that right along with fast never happened. I'm sorry I didn't take the opportunities there when I had them. Sorry, I don't know what to say, but I wish you were alive. Here it's all.
You're all good.
Casey and Meech killed her.
I feel almost like a frog being here. I know we weren't that close.
Balloon is on his
made it
way.
a point
He
to
had Woolmean
not
Weir
be
down
close
to
to
the
anyone
last
for
third
years
of the
now.
development and clear things out.
But you were one of the good ones. You were
A firm. I also haven't
probably
taken
the
an opportunity
closest
to go in
thing
there,
to
but
a
I'll be
friend
honest
I've let
with you.
anyone be in this city. Always kind, always.
Is that Pond? What the hell is Pond wearing?
You were one of the good ones. I appreciated every word that we shared, any conversation. Even when we were working and had to be adversarial, you were always one of the best people to be around. You were amazing.
The audacity. Yeah, God forbid I go for 5 weeks straight and have to, my family comes into town for the first time in 6 months and I take a few days off to see them, even though I already missed 4th of July with them. I missed one of their birthdays. I was not going to miss my nephew's first birthday. Sorry I took a few days off. Sorry I got sick too. My medication destroyed me. My bad, Annie.
Your memory, everything that you did, that you were able to accomplish.
Did my family? No, they donated to the charity though.
The impact you had on me. It's gonna be felt.
You want me to end the subathon? You want me to end it? You want me to take the timer off? I'll do it. Fine. Over. I guess we're not doing this anymore. No more VODs.
You're an amazing person. I'm going to miss getting to see you.
Back to 5 to 6 hour streams. No more variety streams.
Thank you. Thank you for making me feel like I could let somebody in. Thank you for being the kind of
No more trombone champ.
strong enough to do that. Thank you for letting me be in your life, even if it was just a short while.
Are you shitting me?
Hey Og, sorry I missed the last few days of the subathon, but glad to see it's still going strong.
Thank you.
Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll wake up and this is just a nightmare.
Fine, I'll end it. You guys don't want it anymore.
The sad reality that it's. God, I'm going to miss you, Rose. I think everyone's going to miss you a lot for a long time to come.
7 subs away from 2,500 too. Well,
Goodbye.
Dad, I'd like to point out that him saying he's going to be around town means that he's probably just going to stab people with drugs, because that's what he does.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
That better not be Pond. You. No, it's not. It's not. Okay.
I just found out. And I am so sorry that this happened.
There's
to you.
Pond.
You, more than anyone, did not deserve this. You were one of the best cops, and as someone that
Is that Edda?
Okay if I come in,
had it
Ricky?
programmed into my head to hate cops, I never could have hated you.
Is that Edda?
I'm grateful that I got the chance to meet you down doing your bike trials and build up a friendship with you. Whatever you called your energy just lightened up my day. I've been really sick lately, so I haven't really been able to come out of the house, but there are so many things in the last couple of weeks that I wish I could have showed you. I moved up to Sandy. I got a new car, which I think you would have really, really loved. I'm glad I got to call you a friend. And I wish I got to see you more towards the end.
Ellie.
Thank you for everything that you've done and how kind you were to me. I'm really gonna miss you.
Is this the
I'm
Pilbuses?
really sorry for all your guys' loss as well. She was
That the chick that Pilbus was.
amazing.
Fuck you,
Young, thank you for the 7 gifted subs. All right, maybe we will keep the subathon going, but I'll lower the times a lot lower. Oh, that was Aubrey. Yeah.
I think it's time for me to say some stuff. We'll mention that I passed a cat on the way here and my allergies are acting up. So it might sound like I'm crying, but I don't do that. Rose, you know, you're my sister. And we've had a few talks about, you know, you as a person, me as a person. You've said a lot of things to build up my character and, you know, speak well on my behalf. And
Build up my character.
said stuff to sort of put yourself down and
Very meta.
you know, not really praise your accomplishments and whatnot. And I've combated that. I've told you, you know, how much of a person, how much of a liked person you are in the community and in the PD, and how many people, you know, cherish
Wait, we're
you
still
and
one away.
show you love and are affected by your
We're $24.99.
to which, you know,
How's
you
Mac
obviously
doing?
built up because that's the type of person you were.
I had a picture on here.
But standing here and seeing, you know, every person that showed up to come see you
There he is.
and say their final words to you, for me at least, solidifies the things I've said. There's been a lot of people that have shown up.
He's
for you
jacked.
and been here for you, and I think that more than anything speaks on the type of person you were.
Are you shitting me?
Now perma Toretti.
What the hell?
I think I just want to let it off.
Yeah, nobody's gonna mess with my cat. Let's be honest. He's like a
such a nice person to me, and
he's like a jaguar.
on duty, because sometimes I come on duty and I'm just in a fucking pissed off mood, whether it be Toretti pissing me off, you know, fucking I don't know, Bloom saying some dumb shit. I'm looking around the room at everyone in here. Zero might have pissed on my foot. He's a dog. He just does stuff. But thank you for bringing up my mood and making me feel like a better person. And
He bites me. He plays. He doesn't bite me like mean.
person other than Aspen who I would want to ride with at any point, because half the time I don't fuck with anyone else on duty.
He's just very active.
Outwardly, like no one in the room can hear me and no one's gonna hold on this. So
Where's he looking at? Me.
you know, you're still gonna be my sister, my family. be seeing you.
Uh, 5 or 6. Can't remember.
To be honest, I don't think the reality of this situation is completely sunk in for me and half the people who've walked in here. Pretty much the only thing that I can say is that you put a smile on everyone's face that you worked with. You were one of the only people that could be consistently counted on every day to serve as an example, to be a backup unit, to chase a serial killer who was on a motorcycle. You were dispatch gang. That means a lot to a lot of us because we never forget where we came from.
He's a mix. I got him. I adopted him.
We're gonna miss the hell out of these, and the people who did this will not be getting away with a single fucking thing. So rest easy.
I have a little something counterintuitive. I'm not great at this. This is probably the worst part of the job.
Mac got a big ass. He's a big boy.
You can hear me, if I'm being honest, which is pretty grim to say, but I did like hearing from you. You're one of the few people I actually accepted phone calls from and kind of didn't hate myself after talking to you, so I think that speaks a lot for our relationship. I just think wherever you are, I don't want you losing my number. You can give me a call whenever.
Here. There you go. Look at that cat hair. I vacuum it all the time, man. He's half Maine Coon. And I remember meeting you. Was at Autos, working there. Dispatch. And then working dispatch, and I remember setting you up with Chris over there. It was kind of funny, actually. I'll be honest, I didn't think he was going to be able to get any chance with you at all. So, wow, got lucky. I remember hiring you, and you joining the department. You being a such a positive influence on everybody constantly. It always astounded me how you could be so positive and so happy and so considerate all the time. You were truly one of a kind, Rose. Uh, it just doesn't. I'm gonna miss you coming to say hello, waiting outside my office when I'm in hours of meetings just to ask me how I'm doing. You know, and you were doing so, everything was going so well. You're so good at, you got the motor stuff and you were absolutely killing it, and you just, it wasn't your time, Rose. Don't, you had so much more. Your story was not over. That's why this one hurts so bad. Cass was sad too. We all were. He's got to experience everything in life. You know, we could be happy with that, knowing that he, you know, accomplished all that stuff. But you were there. You were ready to accomplish everything. It was coming. You were gonna get everything that you deserved. Just, it hasn't hit me yet, Rose. It's just, this is too difficult. I'm gonna miss you so much. There'll never be another you. You'll never be forgotten. Right. Bye, bye, Rose. Bye. Get out of the way, Zero. Did I miss it? Am I missing something? I could have sworn it was right here. What am I missing? Am I crazy? What am I missing? It just looks so different around here. I can't tell. Did they move it? It's just... I can't tell with this giant monstrosity in the way. I knew it. Okay.
Mantis 15 suffer.
I'm sorry for your loss. Oh! I'm sorry for your loss. Ready.
Can you check on that shooting?
It's been checked.
Do you not see that lady with a gun?
Is she defending herself?
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Are you following me?
I'm trying to apologize to you.
For what?
I shouldn't have used that moment to talk
I
to
don't
you. I
care.
should've
We'll
waited.
worry about it another time, please. Just give
I'm
me a little bit.
sorry.
I don't care. You're
Hey,
fine,
you lost a
Harvey.
good one. You lost a good one,
Just,
Toretti.
just get the hell away from me, Harvey. I know. I thank you. I appreciate it. Just go, please.
I'm sad, Toretti.
Okay, we all are sad.
You know what she would want? She would want us to get along and to just everyone work on the issues that we all have out together and to do our job and enjoy doing our job and be the future.
Okay.
Dispatch, show me 1042. Dominic Toretti, show me 1042.
Okay. Hey, you can go 42 whenever you want, Harvey.
Just show me 1042.
All right. Copy. Showing you 1042.
It's 1231.
It is 1231. Terrible joke. Man, this one sucks. I can't believe she permaed. Well, um, you know, the closer it gets, the closer it gets to being the end of the line for me as sheriff. Um, the more it feels like the end of the line, I guess. You know? It's like it's an end of an era. It's like Silas is gone. Sab is dead. Toretti is just like it feels weird because probably the most I so Lock Q was a lot of fun. I'll always remember Lock Q and the times we had in that and those interactions and the entertainment and the frat stuff was obviously I met some good friends. I became much better friends with Alex, which I'm so happy I did. And those were so much fun. But I don't think anything will be able to equal the SDSO. Right? It's like like getting the opportunity to do something like that is just is not always available, right? And it was a really unique opportunity that I didn't know would work. I had Soups, thank God, to help. And it just there'll be a lot of reminiscing over the next week. More than likely the end of the line is coming in like probably next week. So hopefully we'll watch some clips, some good times. Remember some of the fun. I'll play the first day of maybe I'll do like a marathon. Of the first day VOD. So like maybe in maybe the day before something, I'll play on repeat for like for a little bit of the first day of the SDSO. Because man, what a fun thing to do. Like, it doesn't matter if this is real or if it's fake. It doesn't matter if any of this is real or fake, because what is real is the people here, right? And you're giving people a reason to enjoy a video game or immerse themselves in a game or do something fun or meet new people. I mean, let's be honest, a lot of these, you meet a lot of new people on here and a lot of new friends, especially if this is your job. It's like, it's just like, it's a really good feeling. And the fact that so many people enjoyed getting on the server, whether they were escaping some, you know, they had a bad day, or they were getting on in the morning hoping to have a better day, or they were looking to have some fun where they weren't before, or looking to, you know, have some funny moments and laugh. I'm glad I was able to give a different pathway to people. And man, it's gonna suck. Why dooming? I'm not dooming. I'm reminiscing. Very big difference. There's no doom. So, you know, it made me think of it more because, like, Rose perming is like out of nowhere, because she was like, I think of it almost like, look, in roleplay, not everybody is a once in a quote unquote, like in football and basketball, once in a generational type of character, right? There's not a lot of those, right? There's not a ton of people like Stubble. There's not a ton of people like Kyle or Penta or Buddha or even like Owen and Rose was one of them. She was killing it, man. It wasn't like the end of her. It was a crazy perma because it wasn't like she accomplished everything, and it was time for like the character to it was time for the character to move on or the character to pass. But it heightens the stakes that it's possible, and I applaud her for it. But man, Rose was doing great. She must have met a perma condition or something. So it's like grief the shit out of Meech. That is pretty funny. But it just reminded me because I haven't been able to play as much. I needed to do some family stuff. Then I had some issues with medication. And and then I'm coming back, and I got to remember that there's not much time left for me here. Am I feeling better? Yeah, I'm better. Like in this role that I got to do for the past year. You know, this RP that I was doing and this arc that I was doing and this kind of idea that I built, and it's it's closing time, man. So probably over the next week or so we'll be doing kind of like some, I wouldn't say sad boy, you know, talking to people, thinking back on the good times, doing the interviews for commissioner, and then probably announce that I'm not staying as sheriff. I think that the hardest part was I thought about keeping it completely like non-meta. Like keeping the meta completely clear. Obviously I would have needed to talk to Owen and Miles, but I was thinking about not saying anything on stream because I wanted it to be more of a big surprise or something organic where people are still treating me like I'm the sheriff because they don't know. Because, you know, I don't want to leave until things are ready. And I want to make sure everything is in place before I go. I don't want to, you know, burn things to the ground or create a massive vacuum because it's not healthy. But yeah, it's, you know, as for what I'll be doing after I permanently move over to the role, I'm not sure how much what the plans are Sab has. From what I'm kind of gathering, is Toretti will be kind of the face. The in-character guy. Sab's new character will be kind of an OOC position more. He'll come in when needed. But he's not going to patrol the streets, right? Because why would a commissioner patrol the streets? And he'll have another cop character. And yeah, I'll be kind of like the in character you get overwhelmed. Not really. I've been doing this long enough that I kind of understand. I understand it. It doesn't bother me as much. You know, technically it'll be more work, but at the same time less work. I won't be kind of managing the day-to-days of individuals. I will not be state. I will be above state, technically. I'll be in the commissioner's office. So I've been trying to move into this direction a little more, in more of a consulting role, up into more of a overarching role. I'll probably be able to patrol more. I think I might be able to patrol more, which will be cool because, you know, people shouldn't be talking to me about stuff. I want them to handle it themselves. And yeah, it'll be more of that, I think. And like I said, I've been trying to like hand things off a little more. I've always been someone who believes if you're at the top, you need to control everything. You can't give everybody autonomy, right? People can have autonomy, but they need to be under the grasp of the leader, whoever that person is. So, you know, I think being too hands off is no good. But I've been trying my hardest to let the other people kind of go free, you know, be able to do things more. Like with Academy, I really was pretty hands off. I think it was okay. I used to like just absolutely kill myself running those things. And I loved it. But I took a little break from doing that to let the other people kind of do it. I'm probably gonna have a debrief with all of them and see how it goes, how it went, if there's any improvements, try to give them some advice, because you know, I can't be running them anymore. It's I gotta let other people fly, man, and hope that there is the next generation of me. But they did do a good job with it. Grant, I mean, we had the structure in place. They did a pretty good job with it. Do you have expectations for Owen? No. You gotta let Owen cook. Let him fly. See what he does. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you take even more L's. Experience. Am I gonna do the same job as Bass before he died? Yes and no. Obviously, I have a very different style to the way Bass does things, and obviously Bass will Sab will still be there. He'll be the top guy, but you know, I don't think it's fair for me to be here in these in the positions for so long. Eventually, for the longest time, I'll be candid with you. For the longest time, I never understood why Alex would step down because he was so good at it, right? Oh, look who it is. Didn't even show up to the morgue. I never understood why he would, because I said to myself, I never want to give this up. I love this too much. You were in the cells. So was Meech, and he showed up. And I never thought I'd want to give it up. I loved it too much. And then he gave it up. I never understood it. And me, I finally get it. I finally get it. I feel like I can't hog this forever. I feel like I'm hogging it almost. Other people deserve a chance. Alex got crazy hate. I mean, we all get hate. I haven't gotten a ton of hate, but people do hate on me. I mean, they're gonna hate my decisions all the time. But at some point it's time to go and let some other people do it. As much as you either don't want to or whatever. I think I finally started to get that feeling like it might be time to not do this anymore. And yeah, it's time, man. It's time. Anyway, this was a pretty emotional stream. It came out of nowhere. I was having some goofy fun on Jerry. I'll probably do a little bit more, but I gotta get on Toretti a bunch more. The new old guard. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably still of the old guard. I'm probably the newest. I'm newer than Molten. I'm way newer than Owen. Way newer than Sab. You know? Divine. Time to pass the torch. Yeah, I hope there's people that can, you know, keep things going. I mean, I'm saying it like I'm leaving the server or I'm leaving the PD. I'm literally moving up, but at the same time I'm moving up, but trying to take my hands off of things a little more. So we got a lot of stuff to do in role play this week. We got a lot of wedding planning to do. Are there any people you see that has potential in the future? Miles. I think Miles is great. I think Maddie, if she feels like it, could get there. She will get there. I think those are the people. Those are the main names. Honestly, it's possible, but he keeps fucking himself over. Bloom could have a chance. Willie. I mean, Willie has potential, but I don't think he wants to be chief or sheriff or whatever. He's got too much going on. You know, he's got like, you know, I think it would be too hard for him. Yeah, Columbo. I think he's got a big future ahead of him. Anyway, I know you guys are gonna hate me for this, but we are gonna be ending early today, and we'll be back streaming tomorrow morning. Unless Soups is still here and he wants to play about who wants to 1v1? Okay. All right. Fine. We'll 1v